Hello guys, welcome back on the React Native session with a product and profile detail screen. So here in this hands-on training session, we are going to create a product detail page. Let me show you how it is. So here we will have the different kind of the slider which have the different kind of the product. So let's say this is a t-shirt kind of the product, and we have a different images of the t-shirts, and you can swipe it using this slider, and we have an other details in our application. Let's say what is the title of this, what is the price, and what is the descriptions and all those stuffs. Then we should have an this kind of the buy free deliveries, size of the t-shirts, and the different kind of the review comments that user provided, and we have add to cart option. Okay, so this is a simple kind of an product detail that we are going to create an application as an hands-on training. So before that, let me quickly show you. In a previous examples we have already seen how we have a product listing. So we have this kind of the product listing available. Let's say I have already created, and we previously understand the product listing with a different kind of an UI, but this is kind of the product listing. And here we are also going to create an navigation where we can see from one page to another page how can we navigate it. So these all the concept previously we have understood. So I'm going to simply work with a product detail only, which is our main objective. Okay, but before that I'm going to give you some highlights that we are going to use some of the components which is available in the React Native Elements. So this is the URL where you can find it out the different available components. Let's say if I want to use avatar in our application, how can we use it? So this is like I'm going to also give you an understanding how can we add an third-party plugins in our application. Okay, so if you want to use a badge concept, if you want to use a buttons and all kind of the stuffs, then how can we easily create using available components? Okay, so we are going to see how we can do that. So apart from that, for slider we are going to use this kind of the available React Native plugin, which is slider box. So you can see we have an 3 dots, 4 dots based on our requirement. So that all kind of the stuffs that we are going to use it in our project. So here guys, let me quickly start. So here, if you recall the previous application in which we have seen how to create a navigation, this is a simple kind of the navigation used in our project. And if I can show you app.json, if I can show you the packet.json, we have used an React Native and then React Native Elements. So if you can see all the libraries which is available from all the components which are available from React Native Elements, we have added over here. So we have React Native Elements available. Then we have also added the React Native image slider box. If you can see React Native image slider box, so we have also already added in our packet.json, so we can directly use it. Then we have an app.json where we are calling the app navigator. So app navigator, which is part of source inside the app navigation. So let me go into the source. Then inside that we have an app navigator. So here if you can see we have a two screen, one is home and one is detail. So detail screen which is belongs from the view, and home is also belongs from the view, which is homes will consider as a product listing. So which will be the product listing list of products that is available. We previously seen the all kind of the products will be available over here, and we are going to use a simple kind of the product listing, but that will be again calling the view, which is again calling the product. So if you can see we have another option as a component which is a product, and inside the product we have used the card option. So if we can go card. Let me just simply show you the card option. So here if you can see the card, how it is look like our application. So we have used a card, and same I have previously shown you how it is look like. So it is simple like an card. So already available component we are using the card and all required buttons. On click of that button, we are moving to product detail screen. So this is the screen where we have to start our development. So as I have explained you the flow, our flow is one screen which have one option which is product listing, and the second option is a detail. So on product listing, if you click on the buy, so if I will show you the product here in a card, we have an button where you click on the button. On press event, we are navigating to card. So this is detail page, I mean to say. So here this is a details.js, and where we have to write our code, which will be the product detail code. But once the product detail code is written, we'll gone through complete cycle how it is work. So let me quickly import some of the important components in our application. So first of all, I'm going to import React, and that will be from the React as usual. Then we are going to import some of the required elements in our application. So we are going to use view, then we are going to use a text, then we are going to use a style sheet. So we'll be use a style sheet in our application. Then we are going to use touchable opacity. Okay, then we are going to use image, alert, scroll view. So I'm going to listing down all the required components that we are going to use. Let's consider the flat list. We are not going to use it, and we are also going to create a button. So button and all those stuffs will still continue from the React Native component. So that will be from React :native. Okay, then we are going to use some of the component which is available from this library, which is React Native Elements. So here I'm going to create a card pricing card. So what is a pricing card? Let me show you, so you can have a better idea. If we want to go into that, if you can see free options or start with this. So if you want to buy, there is free shipping for this product, something like this. So for this concept, we are going to use a print card. So we are going to use a print card. Then we are going to use a stars and avatar. So as an avatar for the review, we are going to use this component. For the rating, we have to use this one. So for that, we are going to use this two in our project. Okay, and these all are which is belongs from the, let me move to React Native element. So all are belongs to elements, and then we want to import a slider box. So slider box which is part of this. So let me move to our code, and we can see how to, yes, so we need to import this one. So this is a third-party library that we are going to use it. Now as a concept, first of all, what we want to do, we want to create a class as a concept. So we are going to create a class which is a detail screen, and we are going to use an extends, and that extends to which is an react dot component. So we are going to extend this here. First of all, we will try to create a constructor, and that constructor have some of the properties. So we are going to use a properties, and we are going to call super dot properties. Okay, and we are going to create some of the states for the images, which images we are going to create. So this is a slide image, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. But in our product, if I can show you, we are going to use 4 different images. So we can, let's say if I am going to open API, so which API which will be return us a response. If you call this API, this will return a response. And let's say from a fifth product, if I open this URL, that will be the URL of t-shirt. So that we want to take it images. So what we have to do for that, we have to create this option in our code. So let me just copy and let me just paste it over here. So we have created image, and here let's say if we have an image is available in our application, then we can also take it from the local. So might be we can do that as well. So we can take it from the local itself, no need to call the API for that. So this is the first option. The second option is, now what we have to do after finishing this part, we have to or make a renderer option. So here we are going to use a render. Inside that, this is our main function where we are going to create our card. Okay, so card detail, as I have highlighted something like this. So this is something like this, we are going to create it.